Minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. Nice looking morning. 74 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary. It is June 23rd, 2015. Whoa, it's already the second full day of summer. How hard to believe. And Robin is here. Good morning, Robin. How you doing?
Good. Good morning, Larry.
If I push your button, we could hear what you sound like.
Summer and swimming go together.
Summer and swimming, yes.
Two S words.
Florida and swimming go together.
Yes, exactly.
We're in a state you can go swimming pretty much all year long.
Yeah, you can.
All right, let's see. What do we have planned for today? Oh, the whole country is debating the Confederate flag now, which is kind of interesting. We're I think the first to do this.
That's right. We kick-started
So I don't want to follow them who are late in the game because we did this the other day.
Exactly. And last week you brought it up too. So.
But there is something else that we can debate. It's the Equal Rights Amendment. Meryl Streep, the actress, is asking Congress to revive the Equal Rights Amendment. I've never fully understood what it was about. I've never fully understood why we needed it. If we do need it, then it's a no-brainer. If we do need it, then why not have it? I guess that's true of anything you need, right? Mm-hmm. But anyway, there was some arguments about why we shouldn't have it, and a lot of it had to do with the language of it. So let's open up the phones. I got a bunch of stuff to tell you, not just surface level stuff, not just the 3 words or the 2 words, really, equal rights. Not just that. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But what does the Equal Rights Amendment mean? It's for you ladies, Robin.
Oh, okay.
It's a crazy thing to even be talking about in this country. It doesn't even make sense. But if it does make sense, then it needs to be discussed, right?
Yes, it does.
Well, anyway, Meryl Streep. What's her name? Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. She's fabulous.
She's a smart lady, and she's bringing it up, and there must be a reason for her bringing it up, so we'll talk about it and see what you have to say about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then tomorrow, the rest of the country will be talking about it.
That's right. Exactly.
All right. So it's opinion time. 8:35, we will bring the news to you short form. We shorten the news by simply reading the first few paragraphs from the releases that we get. We'll tell you where you can read the full version, though, and that's why we call it News Bites. Mm-hmm. Carol Ann will be here this morning. Carol Ann Baldwin, she, of course, is the host of her program called In the Garden with Carol Ann. And she'll be answering your questions about your lawns and your gardens, etc.
Yeah.
I cut my grass the other day.
Yeah, it smelled good, too. I love the smell of fresh cut grass.
It is funny. It isn't not funny, but it's a funny thing that we like that smell. 10:05, Dr. Jack Wolfson is coming on. He's a cardiologist, and he's speaking about the book that he's written called The Paleo Cardiologist, The Natural Way to Heart Health. Mm-hmm. I suppose it has to do with eating, correct?
I think so, yes. He's got a buffalo on the cover.
Well, maybe he wants us to eat buffalo.
Yeah, it could be.
Not the city, but the animal.
I know.
By the way, today is the day. Did you hear this on the Ag Report? Today is the day. Well, this is for the female. What do you buy on Thanksgiving? Do you buy a male turkey or a female turkey?
I have no clue. I don't ask.
The male turkey takes 28 weeks to become full grown. The female turkey only takes 14 weeks.
Really?
So if you're going to have female turkey on your table Thanksgiving Day, the egg that turkey comes from is being laid today. Technically, it could be yesterday or tomorrow.
Wow.
So the egg being laid today becomes the turkey on your table on Thanksgiving if you buy a female turkey.
I wonder if the butcher can answer that question. Is this male or female?
Well, I think the tom, which is the male, is the heavier one. I think it's the bigger one, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one that gets the most money, I guess, for the farmer.
Yeah. Well,
But of course, the female can make lots of other little turkeys.
exactly. She's a commodity.
I've never had a turkey omelet, though. Have you ever had
No.
any egg other than chicken egg?
No.
No, I don't think I have either.
I don't think I'd want to.
No?
No, I'm so acclimated.
Would
to
you know?
chicken eggs. I probably.
Well, I'm with
would.
you. I'm not. Please, you know me. I don't want. I want vanilla ice cream. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not one to be thinking outside the box when it comes to food. Hamburger, please. Thank you very much. I don't want. What was the thing my brother wanted me to eat? Conch.
Conch.
I don't want conch.
Yeah, but you tried it.
I tried it. I don't think I really tasted it. I think what I tasted was the bread and the spices.
Yeah, me too.
But anyway, so I went on a big tangent
chewy
there.
Part was the
Huh?
conch. The chewy part was the conch.
I know.
I thought it was.
And
the
you knew
thing.
it too. You're eating
Yeah.
it. Oh, that's the animal right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Gee,
it.
gee, I don't want this.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
And what was
steel
the bear
bubblegum,
hunting thing? They want to hunt bear tomorrow. I guess is the day our legislators in this state decide whether we can allow bear hunting. So a lot of people, what do you call it? Not proposing.
Are against it.
Yeah, protesting it. That's the word I'm looking for. A lot of people are protesting. What do you do with the bear meat? Do people eat bear meat?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. Yep, they eat. I've not seen.
There's
it
a lot of meat in a
restaurants.
bear.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it, like a size of a cow? No.
No, it's got to be bigger sometimes.
Bigger than a cow?
Sometimes they're bigger.
Now, what do you
than
call
cows.
bear meat? Does it have a word?
I don't know.
What do you just call it bear? Honey, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
We're going to have bear meat.
Well, I know there's no skin on it, but gee.
What do you mean there's no skin on it?
Well, they take the fur and stuff off. So
well.
I was trying to make a joke, but it didn't work.
Okay. What is bear meat called? Hold on, I'm Googling it.
Well, they shouldn't have the hunting because that's not going to solve the problem.
It doesn't say
They
what
go
bear.
way out in the woods to kill bears, and you still got the bears that are acclimated to the garbage can. So don't take life needlessly. I just hate that.
Let's see. Bear meat is called bear meat.
Okay. B-E-A-R or B-A-R?
B-E-A-R. In the Middle
okay.
Ages, the eating of bear meat was considered more of a symbolic than a culinary act. The paws and the thigh of the bear were considered the best parts. Oh.
The paws.
Oh,
Well,
gee.
they make back scratchers. I guess that's why.
No, they were eating them, Robin.
And the thighs.
That's what it says here. Google wouldn't lie to me, would it?
Probably not. Well, maybe they use the claws.
Good morning. I didn't finish the list today.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on the air. What do you
Yeah,
think?
good morning, guys.
Hey.
See, I've had the chance to eat bear meat
You
several
have.
times. And,
You've eaten everything.
It's fairly good. It's a little on the dry and stringy side, but when you fix it up with the add this and that and whatnot, it's pretty decent.
This, that, and whatnot.
It's cholesterol. It's like deer meat. There's no cholesterol in it.
Oh.
It's a very safe meat to eat.
I like the fact that you have to have a little bit of this,
Wow.
that, and whatnot in order for it to taste good. Because I have a jar of this, that, but I don't have the whatnot yet. I got to get some.
Right. In regards to with the bear hunting there,
Yeah.
I think they should probably go ahead with that because it kind of reminds me a little bit of up in Wisconsin with the deer population at one time got so out of hand that it was eating all the corn off the farmers' fields, and there were several people were getting hurt running into them on the highways, and it just became such
So
a
you
big
think we
problem.
should? So you want them to hunt? Okay.
They extended the hunting season, and then they allowed you to take more than one deer at a time, and it got it back under control.
Okay. All right. Polar bear meat, by the way, is good in soup.
Oh.
Thank you, Hugh.
Okay.
You have to have a little bit of whatnot. I'm going to try that.
Yeah, there you go. You better get
Do you know
some
when somebody tells you something's made out of scratch?
Yeah.
You write it. You say, okay, well, let me go to the store and buy some. That was pretty good.
Exactly.
You can't find scratch.
No.
Go to the grocery store. Say, where do you keep your scratch?
That's right.
What? Where do you keep your whatnot?
Yeah. Even the specialty gourmet cookery store.
We went on a big
have
tangent there. All right, so Dr. Jack Wolfson is going to
We
talk
should
to us.
invent scratch. That way we can have mega bucks.
What would
We
it
can
be?
patent
It'd be
it.
corn or something, right?
Yeah.
You can make this from scratch.
And whatnot.
And whatnot.
Yeah, scratch and whatnot. That will be the name of the food. Of the
Damage control today at 10:35. Joe Reichel will be here answering your questions about how to fix that thing that's damaged.
Yep.
Beatrice Williams is a New York Times bestselling author. Her book is called Tiny Little Thing.
Yes.
That's what she said. It's a romance mystery novel. That is not a good name for a romance mystery novel.
No. I know. That's where everybody's
The
mind
evening
is.
was going where I had hoped it would go.
Yeah.
We were both becoming hot and bothered. He said, "Do you mind if I turn off the light?" She said, "That's unusual for a man. Usually a man likes the light on." He said, "Well, it's a tiny little thing."
She says size doesn't matter.
All right. So
Work it.
Melanie Manarino is
Yep.
coming out at 11:25.
Yes.
She is, wow, 11:25.
Yeah,
It's a short little interview.
It was 11:20, but then they had to change it
Because she's
so popular.
famous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Tips on healthy summer outing. 5 minutes worth of healthy summer outing tips.
Yeah, and healthy food.
Fun with Joe today. Smarter than a college professor today. And on the segment with Galen Unold, I have some banned books. Banned books.
Oh, not BANNE.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. The best lead yet in the search for two killers who broke out of prison in upstate New York.
Authorities intensified the search after DNA was found in a hunting cabin. This cabin reportedly owned or leased by corrections officers. Also found in that cabin, number of articles of clothing, underwear, socks, and partially eaten peanut butter.
Fox's David Lee Miller in Owl's Head, New York. A female prison employee is charged with helping the men escape. South Carolina's Republican governor wants the Confederate flag removed from State House grounds after the shootings at a black church in Charleston.
The hate-filled murderer who massacred our brothers and sisters in Charleston has a sick and twisted view of the flag.
Nikki Haley previously supported keeping the stars and bars. Rap mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs arrested in Los Angeles on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon. Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto. Shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and were worried because you couldn't get in, I've got some good news for you. Seating is now available. While you're there, look up Chef Dave Del Rio. He'll buy you a drink. Now is the time for you to finally see firsthand what your friends are talking about at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Louisiana menu. Check out those gorgeous Lake Weir sunsets. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill on beautiful Lake Weir. Seating now available.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Beautiful looking Tuesday morning. High temperatures today reaching 96 degrees. Looks like we'll have some rain today. It looks like there's rain every day in the forecast for the entire week. Lows tonight around 73, and that pretty much says it for every day in the next. When I first started doing radio, I remember there was like never a day when anything was different. I don't know when I started. I don't know if it was the summer or the autumn. I don't remember, but every day was the same. Gosh. And it was pretty much all I did was read the weather back in those days because it was a music station, and you pretty much came on the way, hey, here's the weather.
We did public service announcements.
Did public service.
Yeah, we did that.
All right, let's see. First of all, we have to give away, not giving away tickets right now, but a week from today, we will be giving away tickets to the Coke 0400 race, which, believe it or not, the 4th of July is just a week and a half away or so, right?
Yeah, a week from Saturday.
So the race is not on the 4th of July. It's on the 5th of July, which is a week from Sunday. Mm-hmm. But a week from today, on the 1st of July, we will pick names, plural, from the box, and each one of those names will get 2 tickets to the Coke 0400 at the Daytona International Speedway. And I was talking to Matt yesterday, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive. He says the seats that are the best seats are higher than row number 32 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Because the higher when you're too close to the track, you can't really see the whole track. But if you go higher up in the stands, you can see the whole track. So you can kind of see the whole race, that makes sense. You would want. So we're in most sports, the closer you are, the better. Yeah. I guess in racing, especially if it's a big track like the one in Daytona.
Yes.
You go up, he said 32 rows back is where it starts to become the better seats. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know which seats you're getting with these tickets. It says on the list, front stretch tickets. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that has anything to do with the row. I think that has to do with the section, which is near the finish line, right?
I think
the start line.
Yeah.
The start line is the finish line.
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Well, anyway, so you get 2 tickets. You'll be able to go to the race, I should say. If you want to buy the tickets, the phone number is 1-800-PIT-SHOP. You're not buying them from us. You're buying them from the racetrack. DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com is the website, DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com. And, of course, this chance right now to win them. Now, if you answer the trivia question correctly that I'm going to ask right now, you will not necessarily win. What you will do is we will put your name in the box. Mm-hmm. And you can Google the answer. You don't have to be a know-it-all, a smarty pants. You could Google it. You could Google it, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a big hint, too. A big hint, okay? Kind of Joe let me know yesterday it was okay to give big hints.
Oh, okay.
Because we want people to be in the running for this. But my only request, this is my personal thing, yours and mine, Robin, is don't enter it if you don't want the tickets.
No.
If you're winning them for somebody else and you know for a fact that somebody else will two things, A, want to go, and B, be able to go.
Yes.
Then no problem. You can win them from somebody else. And, of course, we're not going to stand in your way no matter what you do, but it just is nice to know that the tickets get used. All right, so here's the what you need to know. You need to know the phone number. It's 732-8000. Oh, my headphones are going out again. 732-8000. That is the office line. There is nobody here to answer your phone call. What will happen is the phone will roll over to the answering machine. You leave your answer on there and your name and your phone number. Your name, phone number, and the answer to the question. If you're answering it correctly, then you will have your name put in the box with the other names that are already in the box. Mm-hmm. If your name is already in the box, it will not be in there twice or three times. It'll only be in there once. That'll be true for everybody.
Right.
Just to make it fair. So if you're already in there, just wait a week and see if you win. And we will pick the winner next week on Wednesday at about 11:40 or so, just before we do Fun with Joe. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
So here's the question. Who was the oldest driver to win the Coke 0400? He was 49 years old, 7 months and 1 day at the time.
Wow.
It was 1987. The number to call to answer the question, 732-8000. Again, you're going to leave it on the answering machine. Name, phone number, and the answer. Mm-hmm. So who was the oldest driver to win the Coke 0400? It was in 1987 when he won it. He was 49 years, 7 months, and 1 day old at that time.
Isn't that so? Well, they have to be accurate, because what if a guy was 7, and then 1 month and 2 days old,
Right.
Or a half a day old.
Right. Let me see if I can give you another hint. Should I give him another hint? How come my pen's not? I hate pens. Okay. The ballpoint pen. Who was the oldest driver to win the Coke 0400? His initials are BA. That's my big hint.
Oh, okay.
Okay. His
now I
initials
got
are
it
B.
even.
Oh, really? You got it. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't get this stuff. But anyway, so good luck to everybody. We'll continue to do this. I'm trying to do it as often as possible. It's not easy to find time doing this stuff. But.
No.
All right.
Jam-packed.
We do have a few things one thing to debate.
Let me see if I was right. Yep.
You were right?
Yep.
Where's my segment?
I don't know.
What did I do with my segment? Oh, here it is. All right. Actress Meryl Streep is in the news this morning because she wants Congress to revisit the Equal Rights Amendment. She writes, quote, "I am writing to ask you to stand up for equality for your mother, your daughter, your sister, your wife, or yourself by actively supporting the Equal Rights Amendment." She had she sent them all a packet today. It's Meryl Streep's letter today to each member of Congress. Mm-hmm. Is a packet, and in the packet there is an equal means equal. I guess it's a booklet. Oh, it's a book by Jessica Neuwirth, president of the ERA Coalition. Okay, so that's what that is. Congress passed the Equal Rights Amendment in 1972.
Okay.
Over the next decade, 35 states ratified it, 3 short of the 38 needed to add it to the Constitution. Conservative opposition and other factors halted its momentum. They have helped relegate the ERA to America's political backburners ever since. Lawmakers from both parties regularly try to restart the process. The proposed amendment states, quote, "Equality of rights under the law shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex," unquote. So now why would that be opposed? Doesn't that seem like a no-brainer? Streep, who turned 66 years old yesterday, is among numerous celebrities who say disparities between men's and women's average salaries are one reason the amendment remains relevant and needed. I wonder what the real truth is about that.
Yeah, because look at Meryl Streep. She's an actor.
But then, yeah,
she commands big bucks, just like the men command big bucks, and she worked her way up to that status. So why can't other women in less paying jobs work their way up to that status too? I just don't get it. I honestly don't get it.
Comedian and author Chelsea Handler says you wouldn't think that in 2015 in the United States women still need to fight for legal equality, but here we are. That's her opinion. Representative Jackie Speyer from California is a Democrat, said the time is ripe to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment. 70% of people polled think that we already have an ERA in the Constitution, and they're shocked to find we don't have one. Advocates in Hollywood and Washington are battling the notion that the ERA is an artifact whose time has passed. So, when we come back from the break, I really want to hear from those of you who have an opinion on this, pro or con, for it or against it.
Yeah, this topic.
I have the pros and cons from some folks online, and some of these people are, I guess, more qualified than others. Some of them are just lay people, and others are professors, etc. So we'll talk about that when we come back from the break. I mean, surface level, it looks good, but I don't understand one thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand is why is it needed?
Yeah.
When the Constitution already guarantees equal rights for everybody.
That's right.
Right? That's the part I don't understand. I don't understand why it's needed.
It's for everyone.
Is it because we're not enforcing equal? I don't understand that. All right, we'll take a little break. I'd love to hear from all of you. I guess I'm in a quandary. We'll take a little break, be right back, and then we'll revisit this, or we'll visit it, I guess. Look at that beautiful day. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, partly sunny and hot. There'll be a couple of thunderstorms around this afternoon, but dry near the coast. The high 91 to 95. Partly cloudy tonight, though 73 to 77. Tomorrow, partly sunny with an afternoon thunderstorm around, but dry along the coast again. High 90 to 94. Thursday, some sunshine mixing with clouds. An afternoon thunderstorm around, mainly inland. The high 90 to 94. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
The Coke Zero 400. It's where American pride meets NASCAR history. This year, you can catch a glimpse of NASCAR history yet to come with the all-new seats and all-new views of Daytona Rising. And be sure to stick around for one of the Southeast's largest fireworks shows after the race. Kids 12 and under are $10 for the Coke Zero 400, powered by Coca-Cola. Sunday night, July 5th. New seats are selling fast. Guarantee yours now at 1-800-PIT-SHOP or DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy. Never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It is here at the studios of The Source, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall. 76 degrees. It's expected to climb to 96 degrees today. And real quickly, today is National Pink Day and National Pecan Sandies Day. You know, I didn't know what a pecan sandy was. I wasn't sure what it was.
Oh, I love those.
Oh, you know what it is. See,
Keebler,
you know,
yeah.
It's not to be. Tomorrow is National Praline Day. I thought. See, when I pictured a pecan sandy or whatever, I thought it was a praline, but it's.
Oh no, it's a cookie.
It's a cookie
with
she's
pecans
so right.
in it and squished up, and it's really good.
It's squished up.
Well, the pecans are squashed up in the dough, and then they've got bigger chunks. And
well, today is National Pecan. How do you say it? Pecan.
the pecans.
Pecan Sandy Day.
It all depends
Pecan.
a person's perspective.
Well,
how to pronounce pecan or
Have
pecan.
equal rights for the mispronunciation things.
That's right.
All right.
Exactly.
The Equal Rights Amendment. This is something in the news today because Meryl Streep is sending a packet to every member of Congress today, apparently. That's what it sounds like, to ask Congress to revisit the Equal Rights Amendment. I imagine the country will be debating this after today. Somehow we got the word, and so we're doing it right now.
Exactly.
The opponents counter that because there are equal protection clauses in the 5th and 14th Amendments, the Equal Rights Amendment is redundant and unnecessary. Some even claim that this moves women out of the appropriate roles in society. I'm not so sure why. Those who are for the amendment say women receive equal consideration in divorces.
Usually the women have the upper hand.
Chauvinism will be reduced. True equality will be achieved.
Yeah, divorces, men don't have stand.
Proponents, that's the proponent. Okay, proponents say will ensure that women and men are treated equally under the law. This is necessary because there is lax enforcement of the equal protection clauses of the 5th and 14th Amendments. Okay, the others say there's enough there. Those who are opposed to it say it denies the biological differences between men and women. It denies, really?
Oh, really?
It denies the complementarity of men and women. It will undermine marriage and family. Wow. Does anybody understand why I don't understand any of this.
I wonder what that amendment really says, though, that they want to.
Well, I just read it. It was. I mean,
yeah, but you said it undermines, and it's really something.
Well, I thought I just read it, didn't I? Didn't I just read it? Wasn't it like one line?
Yeah, but it takes me a little while to digest things.
Yeah.
I'm slow. I am.
So here's some of the lay people. Here, the Constitution applies to all citizens of the United States. We do not need to add more amendments for special interests, be they gender or race related. We need only apply the rule of law based upon the tenets of the Bill of Rights to ensure that each citizen's rights are not being violated. And then here's another comment. I'm reading this amendment and thinking to myself that women's suffrage already has been passed and is the law of the land. A number of laws make it a crime to discriminate on the basis of race, religion, gender, or sexual orientation. This fact makes an Equal Rights Amendment seem unnecessary. Here's another one. The pro that I can think of would be that the written law would be caught up with the functional law as handed down by the Supreme Court. The court has already been interpreting the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause in a way that it guarantees to women equal rights in virtually everything that government does. That interpretation was not intended and was contradictory to precedent, but only a few of us care about that. That's somebody. I'm reading somebody's opinion here. The con would be that the courts would even be more likely to be pro-gay rights with such an amendment, still exasperating the tendency to interpret amendments of the Constitution in ways that were not intended. And so far, I haven't read anybody who's throwing in the military draft. If we were to implement the military draft,
yeah,
then equal rights would mean, I guess, maybe I'm wrong about this, but it would mean that if you were forced by the government to sign up for the military and serve in the war, whatever was going on at that time, then women would be equally drafted as men.
That's right. If they want to go that far, then they should be draftable too. You can't have both things. You can't have both sides of the coin.
I don't want our daughters going to war. I don't want anybody going to war, but
Yeah, no, but if they do something like this, you have to make it equal for everybody. That's what they want. They just don't say, oh, we want this to be equal, but with these exceptions. No, straight across the board.
Anybody want to comment on this? All right, so here's another one. This is all that I was just reading right there were little comments that people put underneath the article, the Meryl Streep article. Mm-hmm. This next one comes from, I guess, a debate that took place back in 2007, and it outlines 6 reasons to oppose the ERA. It's written by a guy named Patrick Briney from the Arkansas Republican Assembly. The text of the Equal Rights Amendment, here we go, as proposed by the 92nd Congress and as published in Volume 86, United States Statutes at Large, reads as follows. Here's what you wanted to hear.
Okay.
Section 1. Equality of rights under the law shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. Okay, like I said before, that sounds okay. I mean, I don't see the problem with that one.
Yeah.
Section 2, the Congress shall have the power to enforce by appropriate legislation the provisions of this article. And Section 3, this amendment shall take effect 2 years after the date of ratification. So the arguments that this guy, Patrick Briney, is making, number 1, ERA would put gay rights into the U.S. Constitution.
Isn't that what the Supreme Court is voting on now?
I know. He says authorities such as the Yale Law Journal have stated that ERA, Equal Rights Amendment, would legalize the granting of marriage licenses to homosexuals and generally implement the gay rights and lesbian agenda because of the phrase on account of sex. This is interpreted as including sexual orientation. The Supreme Courts of Hawaii and Massachusetts ruled that the Equal Rights Amendment requires same-sex marriage. Requires it. 4 of 9 judges on the Washington Supreme Court agreed that ERA protects the same-sex marriages, and recently a judge in Maryland ruled the same way. When Wisconsin state legislators proposed a state equal rights amendment in the state of Wisconsin, with provisions to prevent it from being used to mandate gay rights or abortion funding, the leading ERA advocates, including the National Organization for Women, the League of Women Voters, and the American Civil Liberties Union, publicly opposed the ERA in that form. Really? The second reason he says to oppose the ERA is that it would put abortion rights into the U.S. Constitution and make abortion funding a new constitutional right. In 1998, he says, the New Mexico Supreme Court ruled that ERA requires the state to pay for all abortions for low-income women. The American Civil Liberties Union filed briefs in abortion cases in Hawaii, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut, arguing that the Equal Rights Amendment requires tax funding for abortions because it is classified as a medical procedure.
There you go. That's the real reason.
Think this is it?
Yeah.
Representative James Sensenbrenner, Republican from Wisconsin, introduced an amendment to make ERA abortion neutral, but it was rejected. Okay, the third reason he says to oppose the ERA, your calls are welcome. You can stop me. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm reading from Patrick Briney's thoughts here from January of 2007. He said the Equal Rights Amendment will jeopardize single-sex programs in schools. He said it would make unconstitutional all the current exceptions in Title IX, which allow for single-sex schools and colleges and for separate treatment of the sexes for certain activities. ERA would mean the end of single-sex colleges.
There you go.
ERA would force the sex integration of fraternities, sororities, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, YMCA, YWCA, Boys State, and Girls State conducted by the American Legion and mother, daughter, and father-son school events.
So women won't be able to go out with the girls anymore legally. They'll have to go out with the fellas and the girls. The fellas won't be able to go out with the boys anymore. They have to go out with both sexes. They can't have a girl's night out or a man's night out.
ERA would risk the income tax exemption of all private schools and colleges that make any difference of treatment between males and females, even though no public monies are involved. Representative Dan Lundgren, a Republican from California, proposed an amendment to exempt religious schools from the effect of ERA, but it was rejected. Religious schools run by churches and synagogues that do not ordain women or which treat men and women differently would lose their tax exemption.
Oh my gosh, that's a private entity.
ERA would put at risk the tax exemption of thousands of Catholic, Protestant, and Jewish schools all over the country.
Oh my gosh.
These are his opinions. This doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Just keep that part in mind.
Yeah, but he's being insightful. He's being
If
foresighted,
somebody calling, it's we're about a minute away.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you for calling, but you got very little time.
Yes. Hey, good morning.
Hey.
What I'd like to see an amendment is a special kind of adults, like women and men.
Yeah.
It's just like mentally challenged and also
Equal rights to the mentally challenged.
Down syndrome.
Right. Well, so that would mean that you would want equal rights. So somebody with Down syndrome, for example, would have to be given a driver's license, that kind of thing?
That's right.
All right. That's Doug's opinion. Good morning. You got very little time. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry Robin. It's a shame that nobody consults the Constitution with all this stuff. So a lot of the provisions you're putting in there, to me, are illegal simply because it violates the basic principles of our Constitution and set forth amendments. So, nobody seems to want to consult that.
All right. Thank you, Sonny.
They're all pushing their own agenda at the taxpayers' expense.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. In the search for two escaped killers, authorities are working on a confirmed lead at a cabin in the Adirondacks, some 20 miles from prison in upstate New York. Meanwhile, more details coming out on the prison worker accused of helping them escape.
Court papers say Joyce Mitchell had the idea to conceal the tools inside frozen chunks of hamburger meat. They also say she provided Richard Matt and David Sweat with hacksaw blades, chisels, a punch, and a screwdriver bit in the weeks leading up to their escape from Clinton Correctional Facility earlier this month.
Fox Radio's Tanya J. Powers. Parts of the Midwest reeling from heavy winds and tornadoes.
Oh my God, that thing touched! It touched!
He's a storm chaser who was 100 miles west of Chicago. His video posted by Fox TV station WFLD. Tornadoes touched down across northern Illinois and lower Michigan.
Fox Radio's Ron Flatter. And home rental prices climbing across much of the country. Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by